Hey folks, Russell Hughes from Hughes Realty Advisors. You've heard me talk in the past about 1031s, and today we're going to talk about whether or not they still make sense. There are a couple interesting traps that the overheated market is causing. One, because valuations are so high, a lot of people are looking into the possibility of selling their property. And no one really wants to pay taxes on that property. So they're all looking to try to figure out how to get out of that. So 1031s has been the traditional vehicle for that. And the question becomes, is that still valid? So two questions come up. Can you find the up leg of a 1031 right now? And if you can, is the tax deferral, not tax-free, tax deferral, worth it? So let's talk about the up leg of the 1031. I've seen clients in the past scramble because once you sell the property, you've got the 45 days to identify a new replacement property. And in this market, that is finding a replacement property that you want to own is really, really challenging. And then you add that artificial ticking clock to the process, and it's almost impossible. So the one thing you really, really don't want to do in a 1031 is be forced into a situation that you wind up owning a property you don't want to own. It doesn't make sense, that it's not throwing out the cash flow that you want, the cap rate isn't right, the location isn't right, the resale value isn't right, because you're forced into a situation where you're trying to avoid taxes. Now let's talk about taxes for a second. So there's this sort of misnomer in that 1031 creates a tax-free transaction. It's not. It's tax deferred. At some point, those taxes will become due. I would argue, and I've talked to several people who agree with me, who are much better at this stuff than I am and much more attuned to tax code than I am, that now is probably the best time in the foreseeable future to pay those taxes. Why? So there's the 1031 ability within the IRS tax code is under fire again in the latest round of Build Back Better. Whether that gets passed or not, I don't know, I can't say, but it is up for discussion that 1031 would be eliminated entirely. Two, we are $30 trillion in debt in this country. 30 trillion in debt. The next foreseeable future, no matter who is in office, will be about collecting as many tax dollars as can be gotten a hold of to probably not pay off the debt, probably just pay off our interest. So it's only going to get worse. So am I saying don't do a 1031 exchange? No, I'm not. If you can find an up leg and it makes sense and it works, by all means, take advantage of the tax code. But don't make it reflexive. Don't make it something that is absolutely the most important thing ever. Think it through, utilize it as an option, explore all your options, talk to your CPA, make sure you understand the tax ramifications. And by all means, take advantage of this market. I mean, this market is absolutely bonkers. If you don't need to own your real estate, if it's part of an exit strategy that might or might not be valuable to the next owner of your business, sell the real estate now. Take advantage of it. Worst case scenario, you pay taxes. It's a good problem. If you're paying taxes, that means you made some money. So short, sweet, well, maybe not short and sweet, but just an interesting thought piece on 1031 right now. Don't get hung up on that as the exclusive and only option. Look into Delaware Statutory Trust, look into paying the taxes. There's a lot of different options. Explore all of them. So that's all I have for today. This is Russell Hughes from Hughes Realty Advisors. We are middle market commercial real estate specialists. We bring Fortune 100 experience to the middle market, and I will catch you at our regularly scheduled date later this month.